Hi, my name is Tiffany Yeiser, and this is my introduction. A little bit about me. I graduated from Bloomsburg as an early childhood special education major and a minor in educational technology. I have a passion for technology and how I can use it in the classroom and use it with students with special needs, which is why I am pursuing my master's in the online teaching endorsement program. I started off teaching at Pine Grove as the kindergarten through fourth grade emotional support teacher, and I'm now at Elko as the kindergarten through second grade autistic support teacher, where we use verbal behavior in our classroom, and we're also part of the PET and Autism Initiative. Some of my hobbies include spending time with my family and friends and going to the beach. I'm now going to discuss the 7 strategies of assessment, and I'm just going to go through them in the similar fashion that our book did. So where am I going? It's always good to know where we're going and what the expectation is. So strategy 1, provide a clear and understandable vision of the learning target. This just is saying, make sure you put your expectations and what you want the students to know in student-friendly language. Strategy 2, use examples and models of strong and weak work. Pretty self-explanatory. Use examples and non-examples so they get a clear idea of what you're expecting or what you're not expecting. Where am I now? So this is the feedback self-assessment part of assessment. So strategy 3, offer regular descriptive feedback. It's always important for students to know what their strengths and weaknesses are so that they can continue doing what is expected and that they know what to not do. If you don't tell them that they're doing something wrong, they're never going to know, which means that that behavior will continue. Strategy 4, teach students to self-assess and set goals for the next steps. This provides ownership to the students to understand their expectations, and then now they can reflect on the strengths and weaknesses. So each of these strategies are building on one another. We have to model first, and then the students will be able to also self-assess based on how we've modeled feedback. How can I close the gap? Strategy 5, use evidence of student learning needs to determine the next step. So did the students understand all the materials of the lesson? If not, what further needs do they have? Does reteaching need to be done? And we can use this to address those needs. Strategy 6, design focused instruction followed by practice with feedback. So we want to make sure we focus on the individual components and provide feedback based on those foundational skills so that they can later build upon those. Strategy 7, provide opportunities for students to track, reflect on, and share their learning progress. This helps them notice what their strengths and weaknesses are, as well as then they feel like they're in control of their learning and that they can make sure that they're making progress and feel ownership for that progress. So the way I align this is in my classroom, we do daily graphing to see where the students' programming needs are. Also, each of the students is individualized and the components build on each other. We start with basic skills and then build on those skills once they have that foundation. But we can't move forward without that foundation. We haven't gotten to the part where students are self-reflecting, but I hope we get there soon. Thanks.